Welcome back to the Culture of Currency, where we've run across a couple of cool items. I would say somebody I know actually ran across a couple cool items and asked me if they were worth grading. I do not actually know the answer to this because I'm not a grader or anything like that, or an expert in these types of things, so I thought I'd bring it to you before I brought it to a coin shop and got your opinion. So we have some cool things around here that we can go over, but basically you are probably more experts than I am, as you are the vastness of the internet. So I hope that if you do not know, that you forward it to somebody who does, so that I have something to compare it against for the coin shop that I plan on looking at. But I thought I'd show you some of the cool items and then talk about the items that might necessarily be worth grading, because that's the other side. Do I want to spend, a couple, $10, $20, $30, whatever it is these days, to go get something graded if that's not even going to be a return? So here's some cool items that he found. Might have to get a zoom on this. This is a really cool coin from China, the Qing Dynasty, 1600s. Right there. There's so many different varieties of it. It's one cash, but I don't know. Probably not worth getting graded. Obviously, it's not in the best condition, but it is a brass coin that is beautiful, historic, and so on. So I thought that one was cool, worth bringing to your attention. This is one we don't see very often in the States, and that's because it's the Republic of Cuba. And as you know, Cuba and America haven't really been on the best of terms recently. Let me see if I can get it to focus here. There we go. Republic of Cuba. This is a 90% silver coin. I have looked that up. Pretty cool. I think it's rather beautiful, to be honest. So it's a 90% silver coin. I thought that was cool. Of course, your Balboas. Most of you know that these Balboas are silver, depending on the year. Any other cool things from that stack? I believe this one is silver as well, but I can't remember. It's an old German coin. As you can see, minted in Berlin, 1894. Pretty cool there. This is one that's questionable. It's historic, but is it something anybody wants? Probably not. It's a SS coin from the horrible people that ran the Nazi Party. So that was also laying in the stack. So none of those are probably worth grading, but we do have stuff here to consider. So here's one here in 1907. What we look for are things like not getting a good image on that, like the feathers that he wears, how defined those are. We do see a little bit of rubbing here. It's a pretty little thing overall. My guess is it's probably not worth grading, but like I said, you're a bit more of an expert than I am on these things. It's a cool one. Here's another, more towards the brown. There we go. 1892. You can see the quality of this one is drastically better. Look at the detail in the hair and the feathers. It's fantastic. So this one would be one I would think would be closer to being considered, but I don't know if it's worth the money. There's the reverse for you. If I can get the light to do its thing, there we go. Pretty good shape, this one. So that's a 1892. So my guess is those are not worth grading, but once again, you're the experts. Let me know. But these are the ones that I really want to know about, these Morgans. So here's an 1883, pretty worn down. I'm going to assume this is not worth being graded. It's obviously got low detail on it. But as you can see, it is a Carson City, so we know that's going to hold a little bit of value there. So let me know what you think on the Carson City. Here we have a little bit more definition. Not much more, but a little bit more. 1896 Morgan. Still in pretty bad shape, I'd say. It's a New Orleans mint. 1893. The back's not in bad shape, but the front's pretty worn. This one is in pretty good shape. Has a little bit of residue or something on it, but you can see the definition of the hair is just fantastic. I actually don't see a whole lot of wearing at all on this one. There is, like I said, a little bit of residue right here. It's a 1880. Looks to be in fantastic shape, to be honest. And it is a S. San Francisco. Man, that looks sharp. So that one is one that I would think is considerable for grading. It looks to be at least in the 60s. 62, 63, I don't know. Y'all are the experts. Here's one here. This is a 1889. Once again, really good quality. We have tons of definition. I only see just a slight bit of wearing right above the ear here. Everything else seems to be pretty well defined. This one looks to be a Philadelphia. Gorgeous specimen there. And here's a 1900 worn to pieces. At least you know what it is. I guess it's not a slick. And that's a New Orleans 1900. Here's some peace dollars. 1923, pretty common. I'm going to assume the majority of these are no-goes on grading because there's so many of them out there in really good condition. But there is one. If I can find it. All right, so here's the one I wanted to show you. This is a 1924, and I don't think it's picking up, but obviously it's in good condition, but it is almost bronze with the amount of toning it has. It's just gorgeous, but obviously the camera only does so much. But I thought about getting this one graded because it is fantastic in quality, but it also just has this beautiful color to it, and I just wish you could see it on camera. The colors that this is. It's beautiful. So those are some that I thought, maybe y'all know. And then also these. These are uncirculated pennies that are your full copper pennies from the 1950s and 60s. So just to give you an idea, they're in top quality and shape. What do I do with these? Because I see they could sell uncirculated like this for, 50 cents to $1.50 a piece, somewhere in there. And I don't really know what the best avenue is to do with them. So if you have any ideas on this type of stuff, whether it's uncirculated pennies, which of these Morgans, if any, should be graded, if any of these Indian heads should be graded, sorry about the quality, what are the things that y'all are looking for and that type of stuff, so that I'm not wasting anybody's time going and doing this. So, but that's what I have for you today. Sorry if it's a boring video. I just figured I'd let y'all know what's going on here, and if y'all could help out, I would greatly appreciate it. So, oh wait, there's a couple more. Here's a very old nickel. Right there, you see that there's a 5 on it. 5 cents, United States of America. I believe they call these shield nickels. See if I can get a date on it. Looks like 1888. Right here at the bottom. That's a pretty cool one. Here's a old seated Liberty. 1863 reads on that. It does have the arrows. I know if it did not have the arrows, we would be in big money on this, but it does have the arrows. It's pretty worn, but it's pretty. Here's another one of those. 1877 on this one. not bad there. It's a Carson City, too. This is a Carson City. So that one, I don't know. You tell me if that one is worth grading or not. I doubt it. We've got a coal, almost. It's been through the ringer. Looks like an 1858. Here we are. 1914. Pretty worn there. And that's going to be it. All right, so let me know if anything is worth consideration for grading on y'all's end. My guess is probably not, but you never know. But I thought I'd bring these to your attention and give you an idea of what's going on here at my desk. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, please remember to stay classy and current with the culture of currency.